guys, it's Vanessa. Welcome back to my channel. I have another what's for dinner for you guys this week. A little different than my typical what's for dinner where I normally do a voiceover, but I decided let's try this. Okay, if you guys are new to my channel, please take a second to subscribe. I do lots of what's for dinners. Every Friday I post these at around 5 o'clock. I'm in Canada, so whatever time it is. I also do grocery hauls and meal plans, vlogs, day in the lives, what I eat in a day, all the good stuff. So if you're interested in any of that content, go ahead and subscribe, give this a thumbs up, click the bell so you don't miss future videos. Now let's get into the first meal of today, which is chicken parm sliders, little mini sliders, and I'm gonna show you guys right away. This is not a gourmet meal. We're just trying to come up with something good to eat. Let's take a look. Oh, I should tell you guys too, this week is kind of a chicken theme. I had a lot of chicken that I want to use up in the freezer. Obviously tonight I'm using chicken nuggets. That doesn't count as chicken to be used up, but for the rest of the week it's going to be a lot of chicken, so hope you guys. All right, so I have everything laid out here. Basically, I'm going to use these mini brioche sliders. I guess they're kind of like the equivalent to the Hawaiian sweet rolls. We don't have those here on the East Coast or in Canada that I have been able to find. If you know a way to get them, let me know because I would love to try them. I was going to use chicken strips and went into my freezer and realized I don't have any. So we're going to hit up straight up chicken nuggets. This is a lazy man's chicken parm brioche sandwiches, all right? Chicken parm sliders, super lazy and easy. We're gonna cook these up in the air fryer, so that's gonna be really easy. For cheeses, I'm gonna go ahead and use mozzarella and a little bit of parm. I'm also gonna brush the buns with some of this garlic spread and toast them in the oven first. And for sauce, for our marinara, I'm using Classico sweet basil marinara. So let's cook the chicken nuggets first. All right, now I'm just using these Jane's chicken strips, pub style. I get these when they're like $4.99 on sale. I never pay the full price, but I'm guessing I'm probably gonna need about 2 per slider. And since it's just Jamie and I eating these tonight because we don't have a full house, I'm probably gonna only make like 6 or 8 and then we can go from there. Now I have the Foodie air fryer. If you guys have it down below, let me know if you know any tips and tricks for it. I love mine. I can't compare it to an Instantpot because I've never had one, but I use the pressure cooker in it and I've used the saute function and I've used the air fryer and I love all of them. So there they are, all in there. I'm gonna go ahead and close the lid and get her going. We're just gonna cook it on high. I like to cook everything on high. What about you guys? It automatically starts at 20 minutes, so I'll check it in 10 minutes and see what's going on. I'm not gonna make all of these. I made the mistake last time that I made ham and Swiss sliders for a video and made the entire thing and they just didn't get eaten. So I think the fun part about making sliders and especially about making these little knockoff chicken parm sliders is you can make exactly what you want and cook only as many nuggets as you need to make. And where I'm using my air fryer. All right, so I'm gonna slice these right down the middle. Like that. So what I want to do is brush them with some of this garlic spread. If you just had butter and a little bit of garlic, you could do that too. I'm not going to go crazy. I just kind of want to, see, just a light little spread. Next, I'm going to spread a little bit of Parmesan on here. Spread a few little bits of Parmesan. Because I mean, it is a chicken parm. Usually there's Parmesan in the batter when you do your chicken. So I'm going to give it a good amount, just on that one side. Okay, so I've had my broiler warming up. I'm gonna set these right on the grates in my stove, in my oven, and let these toast up for no more than like 3 or 4 minutes, and I'll keep a close eye on them. That's my dog. She barks at everything. All I'm gonna do now is slice some really thin slices of mozzarella. You could shred this if you wanted to. I just don't wanna get my grater dirty, if I'm honest. And I'm just gonna slice it really thin, just like that. It's okay, some are a little thicker, or at least that's what I'm telling myself. All right, that should be good, I think. That might even be a little overkill. I'm gonna actually put a few drops of this marinara right on each one, just to kind of prep it and let it bake in a little bit. And then we'll assemble our sandwiches, put them together, heat them up so it gets all melty and it'll be perfection. And then we gotta go check on my bread, because that's probably burning. Let's check on that now. Okay, so I have pulled these out. I'm gonna throw some slices of mozzarella on the bottom here while it's still really warm, just to help it melt. And then we're gonna grab our nuggets. So these were in there a total of 12 minutes and they look super cute. So we're gonna transfer them over there and start assembling our chicken parm sliders. All right, so I'm just gonna grab, oh, I said that maybe I would need 2. You know, I'm gonna have to cut a couple, I think. So let's do that now. There. And then we'll put 1 on each, kind of like to the side so they'll fit. And then we've got the little pieces here I can squeeze in and make a full sandwich out of it. Oh, this actually smells really good. Who knew? Nuggets and marinara sauce. Ooh, you guys, it smells amazing in here. I know it might not look amazing, but it is. So I'm gonna throw some mozzarella on top. And I was gonna wrap these up in aluminum foil. I think I'm just gonna throw them right on top of the air fryer like this and let them sizzle up and then just close them up and eat them. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go crazy a little bit here. Because I mean, that's the whole point of the sandwich, right? It's cheese and chicken. All right. Well, let's see what's happening. So let's put this in the air fryer. If it makes a bit of a mess in my air fryer, it's all right, we can clean it up. I'm gonna take some mitts and put this in. There you go, and close her up. And I'm just gonna let it take off on high again, air crisp, and I'm just gonna watch it probably every like 60 seconds. Ooh, it is melty. Lord. I cannot wait to eat this. Okay, we'll do another 60. That was 49. I'm impatient and couldn't wait. Yeah, so let's add a few spoonfuls of sauce right over the cheese. I don't want to go crazy, like I don't want them to be a soggy mess, but I mean, chicken parm's all about the sauce and the crust and the cheese. So we got the crust with the nuggets, we got the cheese, now we got the sauce. You guys watch Miriam, the sauce should be the boss. That's what she says. I love her. All right, close that up. They've been in there 4 minutes. Oh. All right, let's take them out so we can get a better look. Wow, you guys, look at the cheese. Look at that. So it did start to brown a little bit in there. That's awesome. And I'm glad we did the sauce. I think it needed it. Let's cut these and see what they look like. Try to do this without burning my fingers off, you guys. Oh my God, look at that. Tell me you don't want to bite and eat that. Like, amazing. There's even pieces of tomato from that marinara sauce. I'm telling you, try that Classico. It's so, so good. If you like sweet basil or sweet marinara. Oh, I can't wait to eat these, you guys. This is amazing. I'm gonna plate this up. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we got her all plated up. I served it up with a little side of pasta salad that I made. I'm gonna do a recipe on this one very soon. Stay tuned. It's amazing. It's an old school Pizza Hut's pasta salad. I've talked about it in my blogs and my Instagram. Check me out there if you guys aren't following, but I'm gonna go eat this. And you guys, this was supper for Sunday night. Nom, 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 nom. All right, I'm super excited about today's meal. We are making Chinese chicken salad. It is Monday night, so let's flip you around and see everything you're gonna need to make this meal. All right, so I have my recipe up on my laptop here. This is a Pinterest recipe. I will link it down below. As for vegetables, I needed red cabbage, some shredded carrots. This was the easiest. I was trying to be a little bit convenient. You could probably easily buy a coleslaw bag and omit all of this if you wanted to. I just liked the idea of certain ingredients here. So a red pepper, Chinese cabbage, some green onions, and some cilantro. So that's everything for the veg that's going in the salad. I do have a couple chicken breasts here. I am gonna go ahead and cook them in my Foodie in the pressure cooker. You could use your Instantpot and cook it in some chicken broth so that that's done really quickly and it'll have some really good flavor and still be juicy. As for the dressing, you need a low sodium soy sauce, sesame oil, rice vinegar, some minced or just the squeezed ginger's fine, and again, some minced garlic if you had squeezed garlic or if you just had powder, I'm sure that would be okay. and some vegetable oil and some brown sugar. So this is everything. Oh, and we're gonna top it off with these chow mein noodles. Love these. And I'm probably gonna make a dessert with these too eventually, so keep an eye out for that. But here's everything. Now let's go ahead and get the chicken going so we can assemble everything while that's cooking. All right, so if you've never cooked in a pressure cooker or if you have an Instant Pot, it's the same as your Instant Pot, but if you've never, you usually need to put some sort of liquid, like a cup of water or something. I'm gonna add straight up chicken stock just because I think it flavors it and gives it more flavor. So 1 whole cup of chicken stock going in. I'm not gonna do anything else to these. I think that's gonna be enough salt, and I think there's gonna be enough in the dressing. And I'm literally taking these from frozen and throwing them right in here, kind of splash. I'm just gonna dump them in there. I lied. I just, on a whim, decided I'm gonna throw a little bit of garlic powder in here because it can't hurt. Just coat them a little bit, and maybe a little bit of pepper. I'll show you guys here in a second. Here's what it looks like. All right. All right, so here's the lid that goes on it. We're just gonna give it, you guys fight with yours because I fight with mine just about every time. Got it. All right, so the important part here is to set it to seal and vent. So seal is what's gonna build up the pressure. So we're gonna turn it on. We're gonna click pressure. We're gonna cook it on high. And I think this takes maybe about 8 minutes. I'm gonna look it up just to make sure, but I'm gonna say 8 right now. If that changes, I'll put it on the screen here. So we'll set it for 10 just in case it needs more. And then it builds to pressure, and that usually can take, probably 5 to 10 minutes depending on what you're cooking. Super easy, and it always comes out delicious and moist. Okay, like I said, you can obviously get a big bag of mixed cabbage or coleslaw. I just did it this way because I figured it would be interesting. You guys can see how to cut a cabbage. So all I'm gonna do here, the first part, is it is firm, but as long as you keep your hands out of the way, is try and get through here. And the thing is, when you can do this, is to, you're gonna need some muscle. It's just how it is. That's safe, but it works. There you go. So I'm gonna peel some of these outer parts that might not be quite as attractive. And then I'm gonna quarter it, and then we're gonna slice really thin slices because this is gonna go a long way. That's the other thing. When you buy your own cabbage, you're gonna get way more bang for your buck, way more. Now, if you don't want a lot of cabbage, then that's probably not the best plan. So I'm gonna set that aside because I know I'm not even gonna eat that. This is gonna be enough for us for today. And I'm probably gonna do some boiled red cabbage with a meal this week. So, take a look here. Okay, I'm gonna slice it thin. I'm trying to do it at an angle you guys can see here. All right, so this is Chinese cabbage. It's all very thin too. I just slice it up. And what's good about this is I will use this and the green onion when I cook just like a pre-packaged ramen, like Mr. Noodle or whatever you guys use wherever you're at. And I will add a little bit of this just raw in with the green onion. So good. Really kicks up my ramen because I'm fancy. So I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna show you guys really quick how I cut through a red pepper. I just kind of go around the outer edge like this. Take off what I want. I'm not going to use the whole thing today. Okay, I just want to show you quick. This literally took like 5 minutes to come to pressure, so that's already done. It's only got 5 minutes left. While that's been going, I've gotten all of my veg chopped up and ready for the salad. This is huge. I'm not going to dress this whole bowl just because I want it to be able to sit in the fridge for a day or two. And the cabbage, that stuff's pretty durable. It can sit in your fridge for a few days and it'll be fine. And I'll just have the dressing in the in a container, and then whoever wants some can eat it as they go. All right, so a lot of these ingredients I'm gonna eyeball. This is a low sodium soy sauce, and I bought this specifically for recipes like this. When I'm making fried rice, I don't really care too much if it's low sodium, but I made something the other day and it called for low sodium. I didn't do it and I regretted it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour that into this mason jar. So we need a half a teaspoon of minced ginger and a half a teaspoon of minced garlic. Get my handy dandy measuring knife out here. Now it calls for brown sugar. It calls for 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. That's about a tablespoon, we'll say. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. We're gonna go 1, 2. 2 teaspoons of rice vinegar. This one I may measure because it's strong. So yeah, same thing with the sesame oil. I'll probably measure that. Just enough. Note to self, buy sesame oil. Now we need half a teaspoon of black pepper. And we're done. Now I do not have a lid for this. I realize as I'm doing this. If you do, just leave it in the jar and leave it in the fridge. I'm just gonna whisk it. Let me see if it smells like, ooh, it smells really nice. All right, we're gonna leave that, and when we're ready and the chicken's done, we'll put it all together and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I went ahead, this actually ended up taking more like 15 minutes, and it's because I had left them stuck together. So when you're cooking in the pressure cooker, try to give your stuff some space, I guess. But all I'm doing now is I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the chicken on here, and then we're gonna throw the dressing right on top. So I'll save that over there for Jamie for his salad. So here it is, and I just transferred it to a thermos because it's the only container I have with a lid, and I wanted to be able to give it a really good shake. So shake some of that dressing on there. Let's go ahead and add the dressing. I'm just gonna do that and toss it. I mean, it smells so good, you guys. Top it with a little bit of crunch, like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and try a little bite. Mind the crunch, switch ahead. Oh, right. I can't fake that. If I don't like something, you know. Hang on. Amazing. Definitely a little bit different than my typical content. I like comfort food. I'm trying to eat better. This is so good, you guys. So all I did, I'm gonna show you quick, these What's for Dinner is gonna be long, this is why I do voiceovers, is I threw it all in this Freshworks container. So I can use this week for a side salad. It doesn't have to be an Asian chicken salad. The kids can use it with whatever dressing they want, ranch, whatever. Anyway, I'm super excited about this meal. Chinese chicken salad, you guys. Monday night, delicious. All right, hey guys, it is Tuesday, and today we live in Canada, so really the weather dictates when we barbecue. She's beautiful out today, so we're barbecuing. I have Hawaiian chicken skewers or kabobs and potatoes, and I'm just gonna flip you around and show you everything that we're making. It's gonna be delicious. First, we gotta marinate the chicken, but let's look at the ingredients and then we'll get right into it. So the very first step is I need to soak my wooden skewers. So this is just a shallow like lasagna pan, and I have a jar holding them under the water. I don't know if that's necessary. I just do that. As for the vegetables for our kabobs, I am going to do a green pepper, red onions, and yes, fruit. We are doing pineapple. It's gonna be so good, you guys. Bah! Okay, calm down. Now for the chicken, I don't know why. Oh, I just had to leave the house and I had to move my chicken Like I just had to leave the house for 10 minutes. It's not gonna go bad, but I had to move it away from the edge or Charlie would eat it. Okay, so I have some chicken breasts here. They were actually a pretty good price, $4 and $5. So $9 for chicken, not bad. I paid more for ground beef. I am going to marinate that though. It is about 2 o'clock and we're planning to start cooking around 4:30. So that'll give it a couple hours to marinate. We're gonna use low sodium soy sauce, garlic, ginger, the squeeze, mince, fresh, you do you, some rice vinegar, some regular good old Heinz ketchup, olive oil, and some brown sugar. That's what we're gonna marinate. The recipe that I found is on Pinterest. I will link it below. It does call for sesame oil. I just used up the rest in my Chinese chicken salad yesterday and haven't had the chance to run out. So we're just gonna omit it. I think it should be fine. I'm also gonna slice these really nice yellow potatoes very thinly and barbecue those as well. We'll put those on the grill with some onions and some butter and salt and pepper. And guys, that's it. This is gonna be a super basic meal. Potatoes, chicken kebabs. I'm psyched. Let's get to work. We need 1/3 cup ketchup, soy sauce, and brown sugar, all equal parts, a 1/4 cup of pineapple juice. I'm also gonna add a 1.5 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. It says about 4 cloves of garlic, so we're just gonna do this. I just kind of guesstimate because to me you just really can't have too much garlic. And ginger was 1 tablespoon. So we're just gonna go. I like ginger, so I think with pineapple and fruit it's gonna be pretty good. And then it says just to add a few shakes of salt and pepper to taste. I'm not tasting this, but I'm guessing just a few, a little bit there. I need to buy salt. And a little bit there. There, get all that brown sugar worked in. Now we're gonna dump in our chicken. All right, dump her in, seal it up, get some air out so we can really get that all incorporated. Make sure it's sealed before you start doing your little zhuzh. And that's it. There you go, guys. I'm gonna throw that in my fridge for a couple hours till I'm ready to cook. All right, next up, potatoes. Now, all I do with these, as I'm sure you've all done it a million times, is I'm gonna take them. You can do the same thing that you did. I've done in other videos where I just cut the edge off a little bit to make a flat surface so that it's a little sturdier to work with. If you have a mandolin, go ahead and use it. I have this one here from Pampered Chef. It's a very good one. I'm honest, I don't like dishes. I hate dishes and I don't want to clean it. So, and I know that I can do this. So just cut them as thin as you can. Just remember, the thicker they are, the longer they have to cook. So there you go. See, they're not like ridiculously thin. I mean, no different than if you were doing scallop potatoes or something. So we're gonna do all these up and then I'm gonna throw them in this. This is just the kit you get, or the pack you get from Costco. There's 30 aluminum pans for $6.99, and that's in Canada, so that's an amazing deal. We use these all summer. They're good if you're going to potlucks or giving food away or making freezer meals. Love it. So let's do this, then we'll slice up our onion, throw it all together with some olive oil, salt, and pepper, and those will be ready. All right, guys, here they are, all sliced up. They're not perfect, you know, look at that. Look at that thing. Whatever, someone's gonna get a crunchy potato. It's not the end of the world. It's worth it if I don't have to clean my mandolin. Sorry, Beth, my sister gave me that. Now, if you wanted to, you could take some time and dry off your potatoes before you season them. I don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna throw some oil. And yes, I'm using straight up vegetable oil. I just don't feel like using olive oil today. Season as you'd like. Personally, I think less is more. Remember, these are potatoes. They can handle the salt. Now we're gonna go into black pepper. Yes, I know. We like a lot. I don't know what to tell you. So stir these up. I should get in there with my hands. Yeah, what am I doing? Now, I know I said this was going in. It's not. You could if you'd want to. I'm not doing it because I realize I have a lot of kids here tonight, and frankly, they don't all love onions, and I know they'll eat the potatoes if I don't put the onions, so why torture myself? So the other day, funny story, I said y'all, I think at the end of my video, and somebody commented, if you're watching, you're a sweetheart, and I love you. Oh my God, I didn't know you guys, y'all said y'all in Canada. Girl, nobody here says y'all. We do say a. All the stereotypes are true. And I watch a heck of a lot of Southern YouTubers, and I frickin' love all of you. So I guess I'm just picking up your twang, and I love it. Love it. All right, there you go. Is that too much butter? Probably. Do we care? No? Is it gonna be delicious? Yes. All right. Cover that bad boy with some aluminum foil. I will cut one slit to let a little bit of steam out, but you don't want to let it all out because they're kind of cooking in their own steam. So there you go, potatoes are ready. These will take 45 minutes to an hour on the grill. I try to keep them up on the higher one and kind of let them go. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a big crusty burnt amount on the bottom and uncooked on top. So just take your time, be patient. That's the thing about barbecuing, right? It is all about patience, which is why I don't do it, which is why Jamie does it. Okay. All right, so we have everything laid out here. My skewers were soaking, and I just dried out the pan, and that's what I'm gonna set the finished ones in. I'm gonna use this to pull my chicken out, and I have a little bowl with some olive oil here and my silicone brush, and once they're all skewered, I will brush some of that olive oil right on top of all the veggies and probably some of the chicken, because I didn't actually put any in the marinade, I just didn't feel like it. So let's go ahead and put these all together. Show you guys what my kebabs look like. I managed to get 10. I had originally said I was only going to put 2 pieces of chicken, but they're kind of small, so this will feed us more than enough. So Jamie's going to do this part. I am just going to brush some olive oil though. There, that's great. Now they're ready. All right, here it is. It looks amazing. I'm standing in front of my window. That's why it's so bright. So good. Also a trick, if you guys are curious, I always take pictures in front of this window. I have a little stool here, and it's just really good lighting if you want tips for taking pictures of your food. All right guys, hey, I am at my sister's today. It is the last day of the week for meals. We have one more chicken meal. I have everything laid out, so let's flip around and see what it is. I am making Hawaiian chicken sandwiches tonight. Super easy, but really good. Okay, so this is gonna be in the crock pot. Ideally, you would do this for like 8 to 10 hours because you really want your chicken to shred, but I don't have that time because I had to drive up here this morning. So I'm probably gonna see what her settings are. I've never used her crock pot, so probably gonna do it within 4 to 6 hours so we can eat around 5 o'clock. I have 3 chicken breasts here. They are huge. They have to be Costco chicken breasts, I'm guessing. I have some pineapple juice here that was left over from the marinade that I did yesterday. Hello. And I just put it in a baggie so that I could transport it here because it was a can. Okay, this is what happens when you try to film at somebody else's house. I've got some low sodium soy sauce. I have some garlic powder, salt and pepper, onion powder. This is basically what I could find in my sister's pantry. And I also have some brown sugar, and I have some leftover pineapple that I'm just gonna throw in the slow cooker. I think it'll just be really nice to shred up with the chicken. And then, yeah, that's it. We're gonna cook the chicken in all of this. And I just kind of winging this because I did find a recipe which inspired this, but I'm missing some of the ingredients, and I'm not even gonna look at the measurements. We're just gonna do it till it smells good. Over here, I have some nice Kaiser rolls that I'm gonna serve it up on with this coleslaw mix. You could mix this up and make it a creamy coleslaw to serve with your sandwiches, but I think this is gonna be good on its own with just a side of your favorite barbecue sauce. This is what my sister has in the fridge, so this is what we're doing. Here's everything. Now let's go ahead and put it all together. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is add the pineapple juice. It depends how much chicken you have, but you just basically wanna cover it. Ooh, it smells strong. Let's pour that in a little bit. Should be good. Now you're also going to want to add some soy sauce, just a couple tablespoons. That's about one. There you go. That might have been more like 3. Go ahead and throw that pineapple or whatever. If you wanted to put peppers in here, you probably could. You can kind of spoon the sauce over your coleslaw when you're making your sandwich. That would be good. Now, ideally I would have fresh garlic. Like I said, I'm working with what I got. So I'm gonna add probably a good tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, because we really want this to not just taste like pineapple. There, some garlic powder. Remember, that's a little more concentrated too. You could put an onion in this. The people I'm feeding wouldn't like that, so we're gonna skip the onion tonight. This is very chunky old garlic powder or onion powder. So I'm gonna add onion powder, just like that. Some pepper. So I'm gonna add brown sugar and ketchup to this. And a very small amount of salt, just to cut some of that sweetness. Now I'm gonna put a good amount of brown sugar because the pineapple juice is kind of a different tartness. So see, that's probably close to a 1/4 cup, maybe even a bit more actually. Okay. Because I especially noticed last night when we made the chicken kabobs, it was very tart. Now this might seem weird. I'm also gonna add some ketchup. There's a lot of sugar in ketchup, remember that, and the tomato will help with the pineapple, the acidity. Okay. So let's just go ahead. I don't have a whisk, so we're just winging it with a fork here. Just mix it up a little bit. All right, go ahead and set your chicken in there.
In the face of defeat, yeah. I was real down with no bailout on my own.
So I'm gonna set it at high. You can also set the hours. Mine, you can't do that. It's like set 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, but this one I can set. So I'm gonna say 5 hours. That'll have us ready by 4:30. That should be good. Gonna throw a lid on it. I have no idea how this works. None. We're just gonna do this. All right, so let's take a look. I did figure out how to close it, by the way. It's like little levers. Good job, me. Oh, I can tell you this much. It smells amazing in here. I've already opened it once and kind of gave it a little stir and see if the chicken looks ready, but yeah. Oh, it's just falling apart. Can you see that? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull all the chicken out, shred it on a plate, and then dump it back in and kind of let it sit in the juices till we're ready to eat. Now you could probably take this and put it in a bowl and get like a blender, an electric blender, but I don't know where it is because this is not my house, but you see this, I'm barely doing anything and it's falling apart. So let's shred this up quickly. Oh, we got some pineapple.
Yeah, I rose up from the dead. You worked inside my head. All the odds were against me.
Hi guys, you smell that chicken out here? You want to come in? You smell chicken, Mom? I know, you wish you could have it, but you can't. All right, so you really want to make sure you put this back in the juice so that all that shredded chicken, ooh, excuse me, that shredded chicken will absorb all the flavor. I'm gonna let this sit in here for probably another 20 minutes, half an hour, just on the warm setting. There. Let that sit and then we'll plate it up. So I'm just gonna put some of this sauce, sugar-free. Just told my sister, look at us being healthy. Meh. So we don't need to add to the sogginess with chicken and barbecue sauce. Some coleslaw.
In the background, no, 'cause I don't need your worry.
And there it is.
Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, don't take no.
All right, guys, that is it. I thought I would do this outro outside. It's super beautiful out. It's really windy though, so if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna go inside and you'll never even know that this happened. Anyway, I'm so glad that you guys stopped by my channel, watched this video. If you're new here, like I said, I would really love it if you subscribed. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll know to keep doing it like this. Leave comments down below. Be kind. But if you prefer my voiceover What's for Dinners, let me know what your preference is. Anyway, I had a lot of fun filming this. I hope you guys are having a good week, and I will see all of you in my next video.